Guys, today we will be doing what if not see what if Subaru was born as a half dragon, half at the sword saint. So we start this what if with two old Subaru to a cave where there is a dragon. His father is already a dragon, and his mother is a human. They are being hunted for getting framed by killing the king of their country. And the dragon will raise Subaru from the age of 2 months to 18. Okay, let's time skip. So, Subaru, ever since he was little, was raised by Volconia, the dragon, and was told about his parents, but not why they died, or how they died. And he was taught magic. Yes, in this world they had magic. Only so many people that use it. He had fire magic, or flame magic, and dark magic. And he was really skilled with a sword. So one day, Subaru ended up going on a journey to look for other dragons and to one day come back even stronger than Volconia, because he's the strongest dragon ever. So Subaru would go to a place to get food and stuff, and new clothes. So he got new clothes. If you want to know how Subaru looks, he's wearing a red jacket. Not red jacket. Yeah, a red jacket with the zipper open, not wearing a shirt, wearing a red cloak, and he has reddish hair. So yeah. And he is really strong, just so you know that. And Subaru would end up going to the market, buying some stuff for his journey. And then when he walked out, he was teleported to a new world. So Subaru would think this was like kind of an easy guy. So he would go wander around till he went into the same pathway that he was in, and then 3 thugs came, a big one, a skinny one, and a tiny one. They told Subaru to give them all his money, and Subaru refused, and they said, "Bet you want to play this the hard way?" So Subaru tried to pull out his sword, but it wouldn't work because it's made out of dragon bones and dragon scales, which you didn't know. I'm pretty sure that's what Reinhardt's sword is made out of. So yeah, and it's kind of like Reinhardt's sword, where you can't pull it out unless somebody is worthy. and I will only be talking until, okay, I'll just get on with the story, sorry guys. So yeah, Subaru would end up fighting them with his bare hands, which he's good in hand-to-hand combat, and he would be able to knock them out, and then a girl would pass by with a red thing in her hand and run. Then a couple minutes later, a silver-haired elf girl would come saying, "Did you see a girl with this big thing, like looking for a insignia?" And Subaru's saying no and asking, but he said that he saw a girl go this way, and she said, "Okay, let me go." And then Subaru grabbed onto her and asked, "Is it okay if I can help you?" And she said, "But I don't have anything to offer you." And he said, "Okay, it's okay. I just wanted to be kind and help." Subaru had already figured out that he was teleported to a brand new world, because everywhere he sensed mana, unlike in his world. So Subaru would end up going with Amelia asking what his name is, and Subaru saying, "My name is Subaru Valdoria." Yeah, that's his name. And Amelia saying, "Okay." And Puck coming out and saying, "It's okay, Mealy, that he can help us." And she believes in Puck because, and Amelia saying, and Subaru saying, "What's your name?" And Amelia panicking and saying, "Satella." And Subaru said, "Okay, Satella, where do you think that somebody," first Puck gave her a stare and asked her, "Why do you lie?" And Amelia said, "Because I don't trust him." And Puck said, "Okay, Mealy," and went back. And this is where Subaru would ask her, "Where do you think somebody who steals goes?" And Amelia says to trade it, and Subaru says, no, the dumps. And Amelia says, "Yeah." And then they go to the dumps and they ask questions, and a person leads them to Old Man Rom's house, where they go inside and wait for Felt. And this is when Felt walks in, and then she sees Amelia, and Amelia says, "Give me back my insignia." And Felt says, "There's already a buyer." And Old Man Rom, "Why would you let them in?" And Old Man Rom's saying, "I'm sorry, Felt." And yeah, and this is where Subaru would sense something. He would sense a blade coming near, and then he would make a fire blade. Not making a fire blade. Grabbing a blade and telling everybody, "Get down," and blocks the blade, and it goes back to Elsa, the bow hunter. And this is where Subaru said, "Satella, Felt, go get somebody to help." And this is where Elsa tries to go and stab Felt to get a thing, and then she's stopped by Subaru, who engages her in a fight. And Elsa says, "My name is Elsa Grandhard, the bow hunter." And Subaru says, "Subaru Valdoria." Valdoria, I'm pretty sure. I didn't say Valdoria because Valdoria isn't his father. And so yeah, they engage in battle, and Subaru grabs the insignia, putting it in his pocket, and starts fighting with Elsa. And this is when Subaru adds fire magic to his sword, and then makes a ball of shadows, black dark magic, and hits it at Elsa. Elsa tries to dodge, but it hits her arm, and it starts sucking her arm up, and she has no choice but to cut it off. And this is when she starts healing, and Subaru can see that she has a healing factor, but while Subaru sees that, he ends up getting caught off guard when Elsa comes and cuts off his leg, but his leg starts regenerating because dragons can regenerate in that world, and some humans with mana, so yeah, he has a high regeneration. So they start getting into battling, and this is when, out of nowhere, a crash comes, and you know who it is. Reinhard van Estrella. Subaru's not trying right now. Like, he's really strong and he can defeat Elsa, but he likes to fight. So this is where Subaru kicks Elsa, and she goes flying, knocking her out for a little bit. And this is when Reinhard asks who he is, and he says that he's Subaru Valdoria. And Reinhard says, okay, and where's Lady Amelia? And Subaru says that she went with Felt to get help, and this is where Felt and Amelia would come back, and Subaru would end up grabbing the pendant out of his pocket, and now it's in his hand, and Reinhard sees it's glowing, so this means that Subaru is the 5th person for the candidates, and this is where Subaru passes it to Amelia, and it also starts glowing. This is where another knife comes. Subaru and Reinhard would both block it at the same time, saving Amelia's life. And Subaru would say, "You're strong," and Reinhard would say that you're strong too, and they would end up seeing Elsa get back up and end up start battling her. And while she's fighting two people with Sword Saint, she is losing, and they're not even trying, like they're bullying her. So this is where Subaru and Reinhard would end up just gathering mana. Subaru gathering all the mana in the air, putting fire magic, dark magic, and Reinhard doing the same thing that he did in the original. And they use the swords. Reinhard grabs away the swords too, and slash. The whole thing collapsed with Subaru and Reinhard seeing no trace of Elsa, and Elsa is literally on the verge of death. Both her legs are gone, one of her arms is gone, her eye is gone. Like, if that directly hit her, she would have been cut in half and died. So Subaru and Reinhard see a leg, a eye, and two legs, a eye, and one arm. They thinking that the rest got decimated. So this is when Reinhard talks to Subaru about the night exams and he should become a knight, and about the candidates for the royal selection. And Subaru saying, okay, I get it. And this is when Subaru and Amelia would head off, and we change scenes to see the next morning. Subaru waking up to see two girls, one pink-haired named Rom, and another one with blue hair named Rem. And Subaru greeting them, and Rem would say, sister, our guest has woken, sister. And Rom would say, sister, I see. And they would just keep doing the sister thing. And then this is when Amelia would come in and clarify her real name. My real name is Amelia, and that I am a royal selection candidate. And Subaru not telling her that he is too, just saying it's okay, that I understand why you lied. And this is when Rom and Rem would give a tour to Subaru about the mansion. This is where Subaru would film Mana coming from one room, that being the library, and Subaru entering, saying hi to Beatrice. Beatrice saying, what are you doing in my library? And Subaru saying that he felt Mana from here and he just wanted to check that he will be on his way now. And first Subaru asking her name, and Beatrice saying, my name is Beatrice. Bianca? Subaru said, no, Beatrice. And this is when Subaru says, okay, bye, Bianca. And Beatrice says, with a pouty face, stop calling me Bianca. And using wind magic to get Subaru out of there. And this is when Subaru would end up going to the dining hall and seeing, what's his name? Clown guy, what's his name? No, I can't remember. Okay, so the clown guy, and yeah, Subaru would, and the clown guy would end up saying, you're not affected by my appearance. And Subaru had said, I grew up with a dragon. There's no appearance that would affect me. And the Roswell would end up laughing and saying, okay, I heard that you saved my Miss Amelia, and I should thank you by giving you one request. And Subaru saying that if he can have a place to stay and also get a job here and train, and Roswell would accept it. So now over the past days, Subaru would end up learning from Rem and Mom how to cook and do chores. But Subaru has already done chores and knows how to do this, so it's really easy for him. And he doesn't have asthma, like the witch's sin, because he hasn't died. He doesn't even know what return by death is. So this is when Rem would actually be kind this is when Subaru would go with Rim to the village, Roswell's village, to go buy groceries, and Subaru would encounter kids there, and the kids would tell them that they found a puppy, and Subaru would go see the puppy, and he also did magic tricks for the kids. And when he saw the puppy, he felt something weird, like he smelled something weird. And he has great sense since he's the son of a dragon. And he ended up getting bit by the puppy, but it's not affecting him because he has regeneration and he has a good healing factor. But he was going to talk to Beatrice about this. So when Subaru and Rim got back to the mansion, this is when Subaru would go to the library, opening one door because he can sense the moment. Like, it's easy to sense moment. He can recognize anything just from sensing it. And his smell, so he could just remember the smell of Beatrice in the library. So he would go there, and this is when Beatrice would tell him to get out, but this is when Subaru would ask her about curses and stuff. And this is when Beatrice asked who he tried to kill, and Subaru said nobody, but I think I got cursed. And he would show Beatrice the bite mark and saying that and Beatrice going to one of the libraries, looking at it, and then saying that a mob beast can do this. And then this is where Subaru would bring that dog looked just like the mob beast in the book, and he would run, and when he ran downstairs to the mansion floor, this is when he would see Ram, Amelia, and Roswell, and he would tell them that there might be a mob beast attack on the village and that he was going right now. This is when Amelia would summon Puck and ask Puck to come with her, and Ram coming too. And when Subaru got there, he would see that the magic crystals Millie had put up earlier had gotten knocked down, broken. And this is when he would